Hello, saxophone friend. Kadrian here, the Sax Habit Coach. Now, I help beginner saxophone players get better and learn faster on their horns. You can use coupon code KT5 to get a 50% discount of joining our membership for your first month. You can use the link in the description below. That's coupon code KT5 to get a 50% discount available today of your first month of joining our membership. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 essentials or 5 things that every beginner saxophone player ought to learn. So one of the first things that every beginner saxophone player should learn is that of your order of sharps and flats. Okay? The order of sharps and flats. And those are going to come in very handy to you as you learn music theory and as you get better on your horn. So we use a mnemonic: fast cars go dangerously around every bend. Fast cars go dangerously around every bend, okay? F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. Now, to get your flat keys, all you do is turn this the other way around, backwards. So B, E, A, D, G, C, and F, okay? Be early and don't go chasing fables. So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is you should learn to draw and memorize the circle of fourths and fifths. As you learn music theory, the circle of fourths and fifths is going to come in very handy and will help you to to understand music theory more easily. Okay, so we have our 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock, okay? So from our order of sharps, right here we have our natural C. We're starting at C, no sharps or flats, okay? Then we go to G, 1 sharp, D, 2 sharps, A, 3 sharps, E, 4 sharps, B, 5 sharps. Then we go back to the front, but this is not natural F, this is F sharp, so that's 6 sharps, and then we stop at C to get our C sharp, okay? On the other side, going to our flats, going around anti-clockwise, which is our circle of fourths, we are going to put in our F, okay? F, then we go to B flat, because that has 2 flats, then E flat, 3 flats, A flat, 4 flats, and then we have D flat, 5 flats, then we have G flat, 6 flats, and then finally we have C flat, 7 flats. So C flat and B major are enharmonically the same. How about your minors? Okay, to find your minors, because every major key has a minor scale, right? Or every major scale has a minor scale. So we have the relative minor of all these majors. So we're going to use a lowercase number to represent all of these. So in order to find your minor scales within the circle, it's simple and easy. All you do is start from any key going around the circle of fifths, all the way around the circle of fifths, and you count 4 from the root note, okay? With the notes that are labeled there. So C, 1, 2, 3, 4. So C, G, D, A, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you add in the notes in between, then you should get 6, okay? You would land, this would be the 6th interval in the key of C, but we're just counting what's on the line, okay? What's on the line itself, on the circle of fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And that will land you at A, so that's going to be A minor. G, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you E minor. D, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you B, lower B, B minor. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you your F sharp minor. E, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you your C sharp minor. B or C flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's going to give you your A flat minor. F sharp or G flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you your E flat minor. C sharp or D flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you B flat minor, okay? A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you F minor. E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you C minor. B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to give you G minor. And then finally F, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to give you D minor. Okay, so that's a simple rule. Once you go around the circle of fifths and around the circle of fourths, you just start at C and go all the way around the circle of fifths and you count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that note is going to become your minor note. Okay, all right, so those are major scales on the outside and the minor scales on the inside. Number 3, the third thing that every saxophone player should learn is to learn your scales. And to learn your scales again in the order of sharps and flats. Now, the easy way that we're going to do this is once you learn the top half of the circle of fifths, fourths, and fifths, then automatically you will learn the bottom half. You learn the sharp keys and the flats over here, then you will automatically learn the bottom half. All right, and so for this, what we're going to do to learn the scales and memorize the key signatures, meaning how many sharps and how many flats, we are going to start with G. Okay, so in the order of sharps, we are going to skip for now and we're going to go to G because it has one sharp, which is going to be F sharp. So our G major scale, let me split this in a half because we're going to use a half over there. Okay, so let me take away this for a minute. We have our G major scale. So G major has one sharp. We start at the front. We're picking one letter and it's supposed to be an F sharp. So G, A, B, C, D, E, and we're supposed to have an F sharp. Okay, so F sharp. All right, so what we're going to do is to learn the opposite. So now every natural note for the sharp keys is going to become a flat note and every sharp note is going to become a natural note. That's a rule we're going to use. So G major, natural G is going to become G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, and then F sharp is going to become F natural. So the G flat major scale, which is right here, and harmonically F sharp, must have 6 flats. Do we have 6 flats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have 6 flats. Okay? The next key we're going to go to is D major. So D major has 2 sharps, so we're going to take 2 from here because we started with 1, F sharp and C sharp. So we're going to have D, E, then F sharp, then G, then A, then B, then C sharp. Okay? All right, I'm going to change the color here so you can see it. All right, so remember, natural notes are going to become flats and sharps are going to become naturals. So D flat, E flat, F natural, G flat, A flat, B flat, and C natural. Okay? So do we have 5 flats in D flat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have 5 flats. Okay? That's D flat. All right. So D major and D flat major. All right. Then we are going to go to A. Okay? We're going to go to A. So A has to have 3 sharps. So we were at 2 at D, so we're going to 3. So F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and G sharp. Okay, those are the notes in the A major scale. And remember, naturals become flats and sharps become naturals. Okay, so now we are going to get our A flat major scale. So A flat, B flat, C natural, D flat, E flat, F natural, and G natural. So A flat must have 4 flats. Do we have 4 flats? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have 4 flats. So that's on this side. So now we have learned 3 keys over here. Okay, we have learned 3 keys: G, D, and A, and from down here we have learned D flat, we have learned G flat or F sharp, and we have learned A flat. See? All right, so we're going over to the flat side. So now we're going to go to F. I'll come to C in a minute. We're going to go to F. So F must have 1 flat, which is B flat. Okay? So F major scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E. All right. And so over on the flat side now, what's going to happen is that natural notes are going to become sharps and flat notes are going to become naturals. Okay? So over here, we're going to have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B natural, C sharp, D sharp, and E sharp. So for F sharp major, we need to have 6 sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sharps. Okay? Then we are going to go to B flat, and we must have 2 flats, B flat and E flat. So our B flat major scale, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, and A. Okay? So again, flats become sharps. Flats become naturals, and naturals become sharps. So our B flat here is going to become a natural B. So now we are in the key of B major, right? Natural B, C sharp, D sharp, E natural, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So B major has 5 sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 sharps. All right? Moving right along. So now we are going to go to E flat major, and E flat must have 3 flats. Okay? B flat, E flat, and A flat. So now we go to our E flat. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, and D. Okay? 3 flats. And remember, flats are going to become naturals, naturals become sharps. Okay? So now we're going to have E, natural E, then F sharp, then we're going to have G sharp, then we're going to have natural A, natural B, then we're going to have C sharp, then we're going to have D sharp. Do we have 4 sharps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have 4 sharps. All right, so let me point something out here quickly. So if you notice over here with all our sharp keys, you notice every key that is a sharp key. G major, D major, A major, F sharp major, B major, and E major. The 7th degree of the scale always ends with A sharp. So G major, F sharp. D major, C sharp. A major, G sharp. F sharp major, E sharp. B major, A sharp. E major, D sharp. The 7th degree is sharpened. While with our flat keys, we're ending with natural notes. G flat major, F. D flat major, C. A flat major, G. Okay? F major, E natural. B flat, A natural. E flat, D natural. Okay? So that's one thing to consider. All right, so now we're going to go to C, the final note. So over on the sharp side, remember that natural notes become flats and sharps become naturals. And over on the flat side, we have naturals becoming sharps and flats becoming natural. So how do you deal with C, since in C major you have no sharps or flats? All right, it's simple. We are going to make the C major scale, and we already know that C major is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay? So the thing about C major, we can make it flat or we can make it sharp. So we can have C flat major or we can have C sharp major. All right? So remember, natural notes can become sharps or they can become flats. So let's start with sharps. Okay? So all you need to do is add the sharps. So C sharp, D sharp, E sharp. Let me use another color so that you can see that, okay? So let me use blue. So C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and B sharp, okay? And then remember, natural notes can also become flats, right? So down here we just add the flats, C flat, D flat, E flat, F flat, what am I doing? F flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. Okay? So there we have it. We have our 7 sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sharps. And also with our flats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flats. Because right here, C flat is 7 flats, or C sharp has to have 7 sharps. All right. So that's the way how you would seek to memorize your major scales and the different key signatures, whether it's a sharp key or a flat key. Now, let me erase this and show you something that I find to be very important for you to remember, which you are going to find to be very useful once you learn the circle of fourths and fifths. Check this, okay? Check this out. So, all your major pentatonic scales are on the circle of fourths and fifths. All of them. So check this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 notes in the C major pentatonic scale. All right, the C major pentatonic scale has C, D, E, G, and A. Okay? C, skip 1, D, skip 1, E, go back, G, and you go to A. And if you follow the circle of fifths, going all the way around the circle of fifths, you'll find that you can find all your major pentatonic scales on the outside of the circle of fifths. When you get to F sharp, for example, you're going to have F sharp, C sharp. Now, when you get to A flat, you have to remember that the note A flat and G sharp enharmonically are the same. So you would change this to G sharp instead of A flat, and you would still end up with your F sharp major pentatonic scale, and you continue around the circle of fifths until you find all of them. All right? So that's number 3. The 4th thing that I would encourage every beginner saxophone player is to learn to play by ear. Okay? So if you can sight read, learn to play by ear. If you can play by ear, then learn to sight read. It's going to help you along your journey in the process to get better as a saxophone player. The 5th and final thing that I would encourage every beginner to do is to learn melodies. Okay? Learn melodies, learn tunes, whether jazz is your favorite genre, reggae, pop, R&B, soul, whatever. Just learn tunes, learn melodies, etudes, whatever they are, because ultimately that's what you'll be doing, playing melodies, playing tunes for people that like to hear you play. All right? Do remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, it helps. And as always, Saxo friend, push, play until something happens. Peace.